Love you family or you came back you're right. The Dravidian languages are a family of languages spoken by over 250 million people, mainly in southern India, northeast Sri Lanka, and southwest Pakistan. Dravidian is first attested in the 2nd century BCE, as inscriptions in Tamil Brahmi script on cave walls in the Madurai and Tirunelveli districts of Tamil Nadu. The Dravidian languages are divided into 4 major groups. South Dravidian, which includes Tamil, Malayalam, Kannada, and Tulu. South Central Dravidian, which includes Telugu and Gondi. Central Dravidian, which includes Brahui and Karuk. North Dravidian, which includes Malto. The Dravidian languages are typologically very different from the Indo-Aryan languages spoken in most of the rest of India. Dravidian languages are agglutinative, meaning that words are formed by adding suffixes to a root word. Indo-Aryan languages, on the other hand, are fusional, meaning that words are formed by changing the form of the root word itself. Dravidian languages also have a different sound system than Indo-Aryan languages. For example, Dravidian languages have a contrast between voiced and voiceless consonants, while Indo-Aryan languages do not. The Dravidian languages have a rich literary tradition, dating back to the 2nd century BCE. The oldest surviving Dravidian literature is the Tamil Sangam literature, which consists of epics, poems, and songs. The Dravidian languages have also produced a number of important philosophers, scientists, and artists. The Dravidian languages are facing a number of challenges, including the spread of English and the Hindi language. However, the Dravidian languages are still spoken by a large number of people and they continue to play an important role in the cultures of southern India, northeast Sri Lanka, and southwest Pakistan. Here are some of the most important Dravidian languages. Tamil is the most widely spoken Dravidian language, with over 75 million speakers. It is spoken mainly in the Indian state of Tamil Nadu and in Sri Lanka. Tamil has a rich literary tradition, dating back to the 2nd century BCE. Telugu is the second most widely spoken Dravidian language, with over 78 million speakers. It is spoken mainly in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. Telugu has a rich literary tradition, dating back to the 11th century CE. Malayalam is the third most widely spoken Dravidian language, with over 37 million speakers. It is spoken mainly in the Indian state of Kerala. Malayalam has a rich literary tradition, dating back to the 9th century CE. Kannada is the fourth most widely spoken Dravidian language, with over 44 million speakers. It is spoken mainly in the Indian state of Karnataka. Kannada has a rich literary tradition, dating back to the 9th century CE. The Dravidian languages are a fascinating and important part of the linguistic landscape of South Asia. They have a rich rise and fall. The Dravidian parties in Tamil Nadu have seen a rise and fall in their popularity over the years. The Dravidian movement began in the early 20th century, and its main goal was to promote the interests of the Dravidian people, who are a linguistic group that makes up a majority of the population in Tamil Nadu. The Dravidian parties have been successful in winning elections in Tamil Nadu, and they have held power for most of the time since the 1960s. However, the Dravidian parties have also faced challenges, and their popularity has declined in recent years. There are a number of factors that have contributed to the rise and fall of the Dravidian parties. One factor is the decline of the Indian National Congress (INC), which was the dominant political party in India for many years. The INC lost popularity in the 1960s, and this created an opening for the Dravidian parties to gain power. Another factor is the North-South divide in India. The Dravidian parties have often appealed to the Tamil people's sense of identity and their desire for greater autonomy from the North. This has helped them to win elections in Tamil Nadu. However, the Dravidian parties have also faced challenges. One challenge is the rise of regional parties in other parts of India. These regional parties have also appealed to the sense of identity of their own people, and this has taken votes away from the Dravidian parties. Another challenge is the increasing economic inequality in Tamil Nadu. The Dravidian parties have been accused of not doing enough to help the poor, and this has led to a decline in their popularity. Despite the challenges, the Dravidian parties remain a force in Tamil Nadu politics. They have a long history of fighting for the rights of the Dravidian people, and they continue to have a strong support base. It remains to be seen whether the Dravidian parties will be able to regain their former popularity, but they are likely to remain a major player in Tamil Nadu politics for many years to come. Here are some of the factors that contributed to the fall of the Dravidian parties. The rise of regional parties in other parts of India. The increasing economic inequality in Tamil Nadu. The perception that the Dravidian parties were not doing enough to help the poor. The corruption scandals involving some Dravidian leaders. However, the Dravidian parties have also made some important contributions to Tamil Nadu. They have helped to improve the education system, provide better healthcare, and promote social justice. They have also played a major role in protecting Tamil culture and language. The future of the Dravidian parties is uncertain. They face a number of challenges, but they also have a strong base of support. It remains to be seen whether they will be able to regain their former popularity, but they are likely to remain a major player in Tamil Nadu politics for many years to come. Good and bad sides. The Dravidian language family is one of the oldest and most widespread language families in the world. It is spoken by over 200 million people in India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan. Dravidian languages are known for their rich vocabulary, complex grammar, and poetic beauty. Here are some of the good and bad sides about Dravidian. Good sides. Dravidian languages are very expressive and can be used to communicate a wide range of ideas and emotions. Dravidian languages have a rich history and culture that is reflected in their vocabulary and grammar. Dravidian languages are spoken by a large number of people, which makes them a valuable asset for international communication. Bad sides. Dravidian languages can be difficult to learn for non-native speakers. Dravidian languages are not as widely spoken as Indo-European languages, which can make it difficult to find resources and materials for learning them. Dravidian languages are not as widely used in business and government as Indo-European languages, which can limit their career opportunities for speakers. Overall, Dravidian languages are a valuable asset for those who are interested in learning them. They offer a unique perspective on the world and can be used to connect with a large number of people. However, they can also be challenging to learn and may not offer the same career opportunities as Indo-European languages. Here are some additional details about the good and bad sides of Dravidian languages. Good sides. Rich vocabulary. Dravidian languages have a very rich vocabulary, which allows speakers to express themselves in a very precise and nuanced way. For example, the Tamil language has over 100 words for love. Complex grammar. Dravidian languages have a complex grammar that allows speakers to create a wide variety of sentence structures. This can be a challenge for non-native speakers, but it also allows for a great deal of creativity and expression. Poetic beauty. Dravidian languages are known for their poetic beauty. The Tamil language, for example, has a long tradition of poetry and song. Bad sides. Difficulty for non-native speakers. Dravidian languages can be difficult for non-native speakers to learn. This is due to a number of factors, including the complex grammar, the unfamiliar vocabulary, and the different sounds of the languages. Limited resources. There are fewer resources available for learning Dravidian languages than there are for Indo-European languages. This can make it more difficult to find teachers, textbooks, and other materials. Limited career opportunities. Dravidian languages are not as widely used in business and government as Indo-European languages. This can limit the career opportunities available to speakers of Dravidian languages. Conclusion. The Dravidian people have historically been considered enemies of the Aryan people, who are the majority population in India. The Dravidians are a linguistic group that makes up a majority of the population in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and parts of Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka. They speak Dravidian languages, which are distinct from the Indo-Aryan languages spoken by the Aryans. The Dravidians and the Aryans have a long history of conflict. The Aryans invaded India in the 18th century BC, and they eventually conquered the Dravidians. The Aryans imposed their language, culture, and religion on the Dravidians, and they discriminated against them for centuries. The Dravidian movement began in the early 20th century, and its main goal was to promote the interests of the Dravidian people. The Dravidian movement has been successful in winning elections in Tamil Nadu, and it has held power for most of the time since the 1960s. However, the Dravidian movement has also faced challenges, and its popularity has declined in recent years. The Dravidians and the Aryans still have a strained relationship today. The Dravidians continue to demand greater autonomy from the central government, and they are opposed to the imposition of Hindi, the national language of India, on the Dravidian states. The Aryans, on the other hand, accuse the Dravidians of being separatists and of trying to undermine the unity of India. The conflict between the Dravidians and the Aryans is a complex one, and it has its roots in history. The conflict is likely to continue for many years to come. Here are some of the reasons why the Dravidians and the Aryans have been enemies. Cultural differences. The Dravidians and the Aryans have different cultures. The Dravidians are known for their love of music, dance, and literature, while the Aryans are known for their emphasis on education and religion. Language differences. The Dravidians and the Aryans speak different languages. The Dravidian languages are older than the Indo-Aryan languages, and they have a different grammar and vocabulary. Religious differences. The Dravidians and the Aryans follow different religions. The Dravidians are mostly Hindu, while the Aryans are mostly Muslim. Political differences. The Dravidians and the Aryans have different political goals. The Dravidians want greater autonomy for the Dravidian states, while the Aryans want to maintain a strong central government. Despite their differences, the Dravidians and the Aryans have also had some shared experiences. Both groups have been victims of discrimination, and both groups have fought for their rights. It is possible that, in the future, the Dravidians and the Aryans will be able to overcome their differences and work together for the common good.